Hello and welcome, it is I, MrSnake. You, as always, have exquisite taste in hypnotists. So I welcome you to this file, and I hope you're doing well. Don't listen to this file if you're driving, operating machinery, or if there's something you really need to focus your full attention upon. Only listen in a place where it's safe and appropriate to do so, at a time when it's safe and appropriate to do so. If you need to adjust for comfort at any time, that's completely okay. So I want you to get settled in the position. I want you to get really comfortable so you can comfortably relax and relax comfortably as you listen to the sound of my voice. My voice will guide. My voice will soothe and lull. My voice will bring about hypnosis for you. And like any trance, you can just let thoughts drift in and out of your mind. You can maybe noticing the thoughts drift in and drift out of your mind, and that's perfectly okay. Your conscious mind has already become attuned to just paying attention to the sound of my voice. So even if your conscious mind isn't paying attention, your subconscious mind is always paying attention to the words I say and the suggestions I make. And I want you to pay particular attention right now to your breathing, to that gentle rise and fall of your chest that happens all on its own. It happens all by itself. And normally we don't think about it, it just happens. But as you pay attention to it, you can notice that gentle rise and fall. You can notice that as you relax more and more, your breathing starts to naturally slow, so that you relax more with each breath out, almost as though you were expelling any form of tension or stress that may be lingering, completely out of your body right now. And as you become aware of how your own breathing is relaxing and calming you right now, you might let your attention wander. You might let your attention wander maybe to your feet or your hands, noticing the weight, the heft, maybe noticing the temperature. Maybe you can notice air moving around the room as you lie there listening to the sound of my voice. As you go deeper and deeper into trance for me. And so now you've paid attention to your breathing and to how your body feels. And it might well be that in a moment you notice maybe a different sensation start to take effect within your body or within your mind. And as that new sensation starts to come forth, as it manifests, you begin to notice how wonderful it feels. Just how good it feels to let the familiar sensations, the signs and symptoms of hypnosis enter your body and your mind. And so this wonderful cycle begins where your body relaxes and your mind relaxes with it. And as your mind relaxes, your body relaxes even deeper with it too. And so this beautiful circle and cycle of relaxation, of trance, of hypnosis takes effect and takes hold. And being the skilled, experienced subject that you are, Your awareness, your perception of going into trance leads you to go into trance even more, even deeper, even further, so that you sink down onto the surface that your body's resting upon. Naturally, without question or hesitation. And you know that from this moment on, you're free to accept any suggestion I make, so that you can accept without question or hesitation, taking it on board deep in your unconscious mind, instantly, effortlessly, so easily, without doubt, question, or hesitation. Allowing yourself to know that what I say you can know, you will know. That when I say you'll feel something, you'll feel it completely. And you'll experience the sensations that I say you will experience. And if you'd like to agree to that, you can just nod your head very gently to let me know that you understand and embrace this suggestion. Sinking deeper with the acceptance. That's right. And I want you to let your attention wander over to your left hand. And I want you to picture yourself, or see yourself, or imagine and visualize yourself in whatever way you normally do, lying in the position that you're lying in right now, listening to my voice. Maybe you could picture yourself in a theater watching a movie of you as you are right now. Calm, relaxed, knowing that obedience is pleasure and pleasure is obedience. And as you view that calm, relaxed, hypnotized version of you, as you are now, you can just float into that screen, into that version of yourself, and go even deeper. To pay attention again to your left hand. And I want you to imagine almost as though I were there in the room with you right now, just lifting your left hand up, raising it 6 inches up from the surface that it's resting upon. I want you to pay attention, narrow your focus on it so that you notice how it feels right now. Does it feel light as a feather, lighter than air? Does it feel like it's maybe getting a little bit heavier? What temperature does it feel like it's at? And it might be that gravity does start to take an effect. Almost as though the hypnosis starts to weigh that hand down into place, back where it came from, onto the surface it formerly was resting upon. And you'll notice that as it drops down, you start to sink deeper and deeper until it touches back, if it hasn't already, and you sink even deeper than before, becoming fixed and wrapped in the wonderful sensations of hypnosis and trance. And now I want your attention to wander over to your right hand. And again, you're going to notice that it feels almost as though I'm lifting up your right hand so that it raises up 6 inches above the surface it was resting upon. Pay attention to how it feels. Does it feel warm or cold? Does it feel light? Lighter than air and light as a feather? Or does it start to feel a little bit heavier? Almost as though I was gently pushing your hand down, and as that happens, you notice that you start to sink even deeper into trance. till your hand finally rests back down on the surface it was resting upon. As you move completely into trance, dropping down deeper, further than ever before. As deep as is possible, as deep as is right, safe and appropriate for you right now. And if for any reason you need to come out of trance, you'll be able to come out of trance easily and effortlessly. Able to deal with anything you need to deal with, but for now you can just drop deeper and deeper into hypnosis and trance. And at this moment in time, it may well be that you notice that thoughts have drifted in and out of your mind completely. And so the only thing filling your mind right now is the sensations of trance that you're experiencing right now. Your conscious mind can go for a little journey away from yourself right now, allowing your unconscious mind to fill the space with the sensations and the enjoyment, the pleasure and the obedience of trance right now. Because this is your trance, this is unique to you, it's utterly and completely your trance. The trance is right, safe and appropriate for you right now. You can let those experiences and suggestions and sensations of hypnosis fill your mind completely. It may even feel like my voice is just wrapping around you, holding you in place. A beautifully comfortable restraint of hypnosis. Comfortably restrained and restrained comfortably as you listen to my voice. And whilst you could try to move for a second, you'd realize very quickly that it's not worth the effort. You don't really want to move. You only want to move right now when I move you, when I give you the instruction, so that you can feel as though I was moving you into position. And maybe it might feel like my hands just gently take your ankles and move your legs apart a little bit, so that your feet are about 6 to 8 inches apart. And that's good. And so it can almost feel like you're a third party on the outside watching as I move your body into positions that are nice and safe, comfortable, but where I'm in control of how your body moves right now for the duration of this trance. Almost like you were a doll. Almost like you were a hypnotic doll, controlled by the sound of my voice and the feeling and sensation of my hands, maybe moving your arms a little bit out wide. That's right. And doesn't it feel good when you follow the suggestions? feeling the sensation of my hands moving your legs ever so slightly into a subtly different position. Maybe I lift your left hand up for a second before letting it drop back down. Maybe I lift your right hand and then just push it back down onto the surface you're resting on, like a good hypnotic doll should. Maybe you could feel my fingers gently entwine in your hair, move over your scalp, and just move your head imperceptibly into a safe but comfortable position, controlling your position and your movement with my words and my suggestions and my voice. And in a moment, you might well feel my hands take your wrist and just bring your hands in to your sides so that your arms are aligned level with your body, up against your torso and your legs. And it feels like a wonderfully calming position for you to be in right now. Controlled hypnotically and hypnotically controlled. Always feeling safe, always feeling cared for. Always knowing that I have your best interests at heart. And it might be that you feel my hands on your ankles, just moving your legs further apart. That's right. It feels good to have your movement controlled. To have your position controlled by the sound of my voice. By the feel of my hands and the suggestions that I make. And so you can take great pleasure in this experience, knowing that this feeling of calm well-being is always available to you. It's always ready. And your unconscious mind understands that this feeling of calm well-being is always there, always ready, always available. Should you ever need it in a stressful everyday situation, you can take this into your everyday life, being fully alert, being fully awake, and always able to be calm and relaxed and to make good decisions. But for now, you can be a good HypnoDoll and just follow the words I say. The subtle repositioning of your body with my suggestions. And that's right. And in a second or two, you're going to feel me just run my fingers through your hair or over your scalp. And doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel so relaxing? So intimate and so caring. And you deserve this. You really do. You deserve every good thing that happens to you. And you deserve every good thing that happens to you within trance with me. Knowing you're safe and looked after. Knowing that you always have complete and utter agency. But that sometimes it's just good to follow my suggestions so that you have more enjoyable trances, more pleasure, and more obedience. Because pleasure is obedience, and obedience is pleasure. And right now I'm going to move my hands over your wrists again and just move your arms out further from your sides. That's right. Into that perfect position that makes you feel calm, cared for, and relaxed. Like a good, obedient HypnoDoll should. And you are. You really are. And it's nice to have someone else make the decisions for you. You don't have to say, think, speak, or do anything except listen to the sound of my voice, following the suggestions I make easily, effortlessly, without question or hesitation. And it feels good to be the one to be fussed over, to be the center of attention. And again, you deserve this. You really do. And that's why this trance is just for you. This is your time to enjoy the benefits of trance. Enjoying it in whatever way is appropriate, right, and safe for you. And it might well be the case that this relaxed, calm state stays with you today and tomorrow, maybe for the rest of the week. You might well find that this feeling of well-being enables you to sleep even better in the coming weeks and months. So when you put your head to the pillow, and if you should wake in the night, you'll just roll over and fall immediately back to sleep, like a good HypnoDoll should. And in a second, I'm going to move your feet together again. And then you're going to feel me take your wrists in my hands and move your arms back into your sides. And in a few moments, I want to count from 1 up to 5. Your body returning to normal, freed of any suggestions that aren't right, safe, or appropriate. 1, beginning to come up out of trance, feeling so good. 2, feeling so calm, so relaxed, so good. 3, you may want to wiggle your fingers and toes as your body returns completely to normal. 4, coming up out of trance, becoming more alert, more awake. And 5, eyes open, out of trance. You may want to stretch, wiggle, or yawn. And as always, thank you for listening. Make sure you have a drink of water. make sure you take a little snack or something just to give you some more energy. And again, thanks for listening. And I'll see you again soon.